Welcome back. In just the past few minutes, NBC News has confirmed that coordinated sanctions against Russia from the United States and the EU are expected to come this week in response to the poisoning of opposition leader Alexei Navalny. This will be the Biden administration's first sanctions against Russia and the U.S.'s first action in response to the poisoning after the Trump administration simply declined to take action back in August. And earlier today, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov sat down today with NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel for an exclusive interview. Watch.
What is your impression so far of relations between the Biden administration, President Biden, and Russia?
The moment when we are talking is a challenging one because of many things ongoing. It moves forward as expected in Moscow in terms of positioning of the U.S. towards Russia. Russia continues to be looked at as a subject for U.S. policy. This policy is deeply rooted in bipartisan conclusion that Russia is a kind of a bad guy in the classroom, and Russia should be subsequently ordered to follow what the U.S. believes is right or wrong. This would never happen.
And Richard joins me now from London. Richard, very interesting interview. What else did you learn in your conversation, and what are you taking away from the Biden administration policies in terms of how their posture is going to be different toward Russia?
So Russia seems to be accepting to a degree that it is going to be classified as the bad guy in the classroom. And according to the deputy foreign minister, Russia is willing to accept the sanctions and is not showing any willingness to compromise on the Navalny issue. So Navalny was just recently transferred to a penal colony outside of Moscow. He was poisoned, as we all know, and spent time recovering in a medically induced coma in Germany. And while he was recovering, he was obviously not checking in Moscow with Russian authorities. And according to a previous court order in Russia, that is what he was supposed to do. He has long been an anti-corruption campaigner. He says this and previous charges against him are politically motivated. But because of a previous charge, he was supposed to be checking in regularly with authorities. He never did that while he was recovering in a medically induced coma after being poisoned. And that is why he has been imprisoned and then just recently sent to this penal colony. And the deputy foreign minister denied that there was anything wrong with this, said this was a purely internal affair, and said that this is strictly a domestic issue that Russia does not want to be lectured about by the United States. So they know that sanctions are coming and said the chips fall where they may, particularly when it comes to Navalny.